My friends, welcome to another stream. Here with me, the Suppoman, your superhero of 100 to 1000x gems. Now, I have been in the cryptocurrency market for 8 whole years. Now, that is a long time to be in cryptocurrency. You will hear many crypto influencers saying, I've been around since 2016, I've been around since 2015. Yeah, right. I'll tell you this, it's easy to know that I've been around the market for 8 years because I have been successfully documenting my journey on both YouTube, Twitter, or social media for the past 8 years. You can see tangible proof of cryptocurrencies I've invested in, cryptocurrencies I've made 100x's on, cryptocurrencies I've made 20 plus x's on. And I have made many multipliers, many coins with huge multipliers. And I can tell you that you will make millions if. Let me just repeat that. You will make millions in crypto if. Now let me just reaffirm to you, only 0.02% of people become millionaires, right? So there is presently, out of the many millions of people who hold cryptocurrency, only 0.02%. 0.02%. That is a tiny portion of people in the cryptocurrency market that are extremely rich. And that goes to show you that it's insanely hard to be incredibly rich in cryptocurrency. But you will be of the small population of people that will make millions if. And I'm going to be telling you that if in a minute. But before I do that, let me just make sure that I am basically, I can tell I'm live because I can see you guys are watching. So thank you very much for saying hello, people, because that lets me know that the stream is working fine and dandy and all is right with the world. So let me just share this over to the good people of the Twitter space. So share, X, come live now, exclamation mark, post, and it's done. Just like that. So, I'm going to be imparting onto you some wisdom I hope that you will listen to. Because I have been through it all. You are lucky to be watching me because there are plenty of influencers out there that got their money handed to them. I shouldn't mention names. Crypto, Ran, The Moon, all these people that do Bybit referral links, they are getting easy money. The money is flowing day in, day in. They wake up in the morning, there's another 50k, there's another 50k, 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 50k. And they are making millions in weeks, not years or not ever, like most people, because they are getting money thrown to them because of their influence, because of the massive amount of people watching their videos. They are making money off people, whether they are longing, shorting, losing, or winning, they are making money. So those are people not to listen to. The people to listen to is the exceptional ones like me, who has been around 8 years, who has never done referral links, that doesn't put ads on their videos. I basically am living proof that the money I have made in crypto is why I am still relevant today. And the multipliers I have been making in this market is because I am not getting handouts from my subscribers giving me either ad revenue or referral, money coming to me by the bucket load on a daily basis. No, I don't ask for money from you. I make videos and I tell you what I'm investing or what I like and why I like it, and basically always imparting wisdom onto you, right? And there's hardly any YouTuber that is like that, right? First of all. Now, why am I saying this to you? I'm not saying this to aggrandize myself. But this is why. Look at the market right now. Okay, the market is bleeding. Okay, it's one, I don't even know what white is. Maybe it's racial. Okay? Maybe it's just racist. That white is in the positive, well, doesn't matter what it is, layer 1, meme, DeFi, layer 2, decentralized GPU, AI, it doesn't matter what you are in right now, you are getting absolutely destroyed. If you are looking on Twitter, or as I call it, the troll box, it's just a shit box. Right? Everything that you see right now on Twitter is just engagement farming. That's what everyone does. If you look at my Twitter, my Twitter is this, right? This is what my Twitter is. I'm live, new video, polls, video, the occasional shill message. That is a nice pic. The occasional shill message, right? But what you're not seeing is oh, worst bull market ever. Oh, sell your cryptos now. You are not seeing me contributing to the shitbox of conversation where I am making people bullish or bearish because you need to be Sigma in this market. That's how you make millions. You need to be Sigma. You need to be unaffected, not listening to the news or being in any way affected by news, because news is always a lagging indicator. Like, everything that you read was already preordained, predetermined. You can't do anything about, but it is put right in front of your eyes, just like this. The 340 million liquidated from the crypto market in just 60 minutes. Oh, must panic sell. Lady of Crypto. Yeah, I like Lady. I follow her. She follows me. But, like with all YouTubers or influencers right now, they are shit posting. Bitcoin goes up 10%, alt goes up 5%. But if Bitcoin goes down 5%, altcoins go down 10%. You are badly investing. If you are investing in alts, is what this is saying. Worst bull run ever, is what this is saying. No, it's not the worst bull run ever. I don't think we've hit the crescendo. I don't think that we are, at this point, anywhere near, the euphoria stage. So, in that case, I think that having made tons of multipliers, like multipliers coming out of my ears right now, I don't resonate with this at all. Right? Okay, yeah, admittedly, if we have a look and see how my coin's doing today, because there's like 4 presently in the green. And then the rest are in the red, some are in heavy red, like low cap, millennial. And people are like, oh, these have been hit hard. Oh, no. Oh, dear. What do we do? You got to be Sigma and not give a shit, right? Giga Chadette, very recently, was like at 200k. Low cap, 200k. Millennial, 200k. Look where they are now. Suppoman, very recently, this was at 100k. But was I affected? Was I selling? No, I was buying. I was buying aggressively. Why? Because I know that the market tries to make you think you're stupid. It makes you think you're smart when everything's going up, which is rare. And it makes you feel stupid when everything's going down, which is common, right? And people are like, oh, Donald Trump. Thanks, Donald Trump. Look, I lost 170k today. Thanks, Trump. Hyper liquidated. Tough. Don't be doing your stupid longing and shorting then. Right? What you do, you spot trade. You invest in what you believe in, what resonates with you and resonates with others. So when you're investing in cryptocurrencies, what you need to be doing is you need to remove yourself from the equation to an extent. When I've selected the cryptocurrencies that I've invested in, I have taken myself out of the equation and I think to myself, what messaging, what mission statement resonates with the common man? What resonates, what's likely to resonate? But you use yourself as a basis because you've got feelings, you've got emotions, you've got a radar. You can look at a name and you can think, yes, that says something to me. Fuck 9 to 5 says something to me. Ass, says something to me. A house. Ugh, I love this coin. And today it's down 16. Today it's mega down, right? Probably can't see this, but this is 30 million. Yesterday it was 45 million. Now it's 30 million. Do I care? No. You know why? Because this is what you have to understand. Well, should I say this is where we are right now. Let me just delete that. 18. We are majorly embedded into a Bitcoin season. Guess what? Look at this. Look at this, right? This shows you Bitcoin season, altcoin season, Bitcoin season, altcoin season. Ebbing and flowing, right? Yeah, now we are in a Bitcoin season. You know, quite embedded in one. You know, look, quite a few months of it. You know, since beginning of March, we've been in a Bitcoin season, right? It's now nearly mid-June. And yet, look back here. Long Bitcoin season. You know, underneath the line here, long Bitcoin season. Doesn't last forever. You've got to keep your cool, right? Let me show you something. Tits. Best multiplier ever, right? What did it do from when I spoke about it in February to all the way in October? Diddly squat. 3 zeros the whole way. 3 zeros. Look, in March, 307. At the beginning, mid-October, 303. Right? Not much of a big deal. No difference in months. Right? And then what happens? Altcoin season happens. Look, this. Look. From August all the way to December, beginning of December, bang! Went from 12 Bitcoin season to 86. And what happened? Look at that. Look at that growth. That line. Look at this line. Identical. You just need to hold. Right? If you like something, you believe in something. And look, the coins that I have been covering recently have been the same coins. You know, if you watch my videos, basically I am covering the same coins. Doesn't matter how I spin the video. I can either do a dedicated video to these coins, or I can talk and rate other coins and be a badges on the end. But I'm talking about the same coins right now. Why? Because it works, right? Because, you know, it's better to be with a smaller amount of coins, committed, holding, loyal to a small number of coins until the altcoin season comes. Now, if the altcoin season comes and nothing happens to your coin, fine. Then you have actual data. Right, these coins don't even move in an altcoin season. Fuck them. Right? Bye-bye. But until then, there's zero reason to get out. So what's going on right now is just simply ebbing and flowing. Yesterday at this time, these were highly in the green. Today, highly in the red. Or lowly in the red. Whichever way you want to look at it. But people are extremely emotional in crypto, and the reason why is because they make bad investments. They listen to other YouTubers without even listening to them. So they hear them. Oh, a YouTuber says you should buy whatever, right? You should buy SPX. You should buy virtuals. You should buy render, Chainlink, yada, 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 right? They don't listen to the why. And in a lot of cases with other YouTubers, there is no why. Because they're shit at YouTube. They're shit at investing. They may be great at YouTubing. They may be great at having their videos edited really nice, right? Lots of different screens to make sure that, you know, the audience don't lose their attention, right? And I do care and I don't care about that, right? If my audience isn't stupid, they'll watch the whole video. If they are stupid and they just want coins, give me coin. There's other YouTubers, other much emptier YouTubers that do that for you, right? But me, if you listen to my videos, you'll understand why I like them. And I think that I have communicated ad nauseum why I like this selection of coins. There are more coins that I'm invested in. But I would say recently, you know, my focus has been on talking about, you know, these coins, whether it's AI or memes. And really, nothing is going to happen with them. But nothing's going to happen with them until altcoin season. So really, both you as an investor and the project has to be in sync, right? I.e., right, that you are committed as a holder, you're looking at this, you're sharing their stuff, you're part of the community, and they as a project are around, and then when altcoin season hits, bang. You've got the perfect confluence there. You've got the holders that have stayed loyal, you've got the project that have stayed active, you've got the altcoin season that makes coins rise, and then bang. Now, right now, what you see with me is I make a video weekly. Now, every week, you may not know this because you're not a YouTuber, right? But every week, I get the same number of views, 15 to 20k, right? Now, as a YouTuber that's been around for 8 years, I've had my periods where I've got 500,000 views. I've had periods where I get over 100,000 consistently. And I have my periods where I get less than 10,000, right? I've gone through all of it. And what I can say in all of this time is that my views are a reflection of the market at a specific point. So if I'm getting 20k views, it's because the market is average right now. The market isn't really extremely bullish, it's not extremely bearish, it's just one day it's bullish, one day it's bearish, and it's kind of ambivalent, right? It's kind of in the middle, right? But there will be a time when my videos get 40, 50, 80, 100k views, right? And that will be the time when we know that this is going to be happening. This is going to be happening to our alts, right? Where they're doing nothing. This is the equivalent of my views right now. 20k, 15k, 20k, 18, 17, 11, right? And all of a sudden, bang, 80, 90, 100, 150k views, right? You just need to be active. So right now, I hate doing a video every week. I'll be honest with you. I don't like doing videos when the market is mediocre, when things are hardly moving. But I have to do it. Why? Because that means when we get altcoin season, my videos are going to be one of the ones to pump because I have been relevant during this time. I've been active during this time. And then YouTube rewards me with views. And it's the same with the market. The market rewards cryptocurrencies that are active. TITS was active throughout this whole time. Nothing was happening with it. But the loyal people that stayed with TITS, bang, they were able to capitalize on it. Now at this point, in FUCK 95, AS, to an extent, Colin and Leah, but not really. Low cap, Millennial, GigaChanet, they have not really undergone an altcoin season, right? They've not been around. They've been, all this time, they've been active. And people are saying, why isn't GigaChanet going to 30 million? Why isn't FUCK 95 going to 30 million yet? It won't. Because at this point, what these projects are doing is they're just consolidating. They're staying active, making sure they're producing the goods, and then when the time matters, when we're in altcoin season, like Murad, likes to keep a tab of, the projects that are active have strong engagement regardless of whether they're getting more followers or not, but they're engaging, they are active, they are staying the course regardless of the market conditions, and holders are hodling, then the market will reward them when the money flow is coming back in. That is what's going to happen. Now, this isn't going to happen with all right? So, you will make millions if is contingent on your ability to read the market. That's what I do. That's my best area, is reading the market, the appetite. What do they like? Now, certain narratives I hate, okay? So I am going to be the first to admit, I hate most categories of cryptocurrency. I like, really, 2 categories. Right now, my favourite 2 categories are AI and meme coins. They're my favourites. Back in the past, I've always loved layer 1s. You've seen if you've been with me long enough, you've seen my successes with layer 1s. Extreme success. I was the first to talk about ADA, first to talk about Solana on YouTube, one of the first to talk about Hex, one of the first to talk about Sui, Matic, the list goes on, and as a result, I was in early. Neo was another one. I was in very early with these. You just had to wait. You wait until we see the market making a meaningful move towards euphoria. Now, At this point, there has never been a bull market cycle that has never concluded outside of the window of 18 months from halving. Never. Okay? It's always been the case of 4-year cycles. Okay? We've never gone out of that. And the top is typically always, and always has been, regardless of what's happening in the market, regardless of whether the stock market is just on a constant up, regardless of who's president or not, what you see is every year, every cycle, 18 months after the halving, get the top. Now, until we are proven wrong, admittedly never before have we had an ETF. You know, this back in 2018, I remember making videos in 2018 saying ETF could be on the horizon. Didn't happen. But the point is that now we do have some somewhat different dynamics. But I think that's affecting Bitcoin largely. But even still, having said that, you know, the crypto cycle moves in cycles, right? And the cycle is normally 4 years. So at this point, how it has played out right now, it doesn't seem very different to where it has played out in the past, which is that, you know, we are in a media attention phase. You know, you are seeing Donald Trump and his Trump coin. That got a lot of attention. You know, regardless of what it actually did to the market, it brought a lot of people understanding about cryptocurrency. You know, people understood there was a cryptocurrency asset class. It's not just Bitcoin that they may have heard about years ago, right? There are altcoins, right? And Trump was one of them. And all of a sudden, you know, the media attention was there, came for Trump. And, you know, Joe Parry's, I remember, you know, when the Trump coin came out, yeah, he was getting the most views he's gotten in years. Because all of a sudden, people were realizing there's such a thing called cryptocurrency. And so people were searching Trump coin. He got a ton of views. So the media attention phase, I believe we are in it. You know, I think there is a media attention. You go on Twitter, you know, the engagement farming on somebody, you know, putting a screenshot of their Phantom wallet, how it's turned to millions from investing 300. All bullshit. All of these things are just engagement farming tools to make people think, oh, this guy's worth following, when they're not. In some cases, there's like a lucky cabal, like there may have been involved in some kind of cabal move where they invested in something and they were an insider, they knew someone, Ansem or Crash or someone like that. Yeah, some of these cabals are not even public figures. You know, they are just people with money that like to move things, right? And then they employ a load. I know because people try to recruit me in their cabals daily, right? There are people are, oh, let's push this. Let's push this. We've got, I shouldn't say names, but I will. Oh, we've got Wizard of Soho. We've got Ansem. We've got Pentoshi. We've got these influencers, right? We need you. We want you on board. I just ignore it, right? I don't want to be part of manipulated bullshit where I am, you know, the first in, and then I tweet it out to you guys, and then all of a sudden you buy in and you're our exit liquidity. No, I am not like that. So I just think fuck off. And admittedly, that's to my detriment. If I had no morals, like most of the YouTubers out there, I would take these deals, make you constant exit liquidity, and still retain you as subscribers. But I do not have the stomach to do that. I would not feel nice spiritually doing that. So what I like to do is I like to get you in with me on early opportunities and ride it with me. And right now, that's all we're doing. We are literally being active. We're staying hodling. These projects, which I'm in contact with, you know, they tweet me sometimes, they message me on Telegram sometimes, or email me or whatever. And, you know, we talk. And look, I just say to them that sometimes, not these projects specifically, but sometimes I get a message to say, we're running out of steam. And I saw this. There's another cryptocurrency you may have remembered I really liked, one called POM. And is that it? Is that the POM? No, it's not the POM. There was one called POM that I spoke about last March, and they gave up the ghost. They stopped. They started trying to promote other coins, and they fucked up, right? So sometimes a project, they're like, we can't keep tweeting, and nothing comes of it. And I just say, just carry on. This is all you need to do. Just be there for altcoin season. We're in a bull market. So as long as it's post-halving within the 18-month window, if we get an altcoin season, bang, it's off to the races. just like we had here. And, Tits was a fantastic beneficiary of that. Obviously, it's gone down to shit since. But it's not the point. It doesn't matter, does it? What matters is, this is a proof of the concept, I'm telling you. Which is, don't listen to, this. Don't be scared off by this. Don't look at this and think, oh, she's right. This is the worst bull run ever. I just cut and run. No, right? This is awesome. This is a great time. One of the best times to be around. If we have a look on Dick Screener right now, there's tens of hundreds, if not millions, of coins. Look, there's 100 on this page. There's 163,000. 163,000. Meme coins mainly, right? Because that's what you largely see on here, right? There's never been a better time, right? Never been a better time. There's money flow everywhere. Look, 28 billion. That's immense, right? This is a great time to be in cryptocurrency. But, look, there's all this money going in, but there's no big spikes. So right now, people are just speculating. This is speculation money. But you wait. There's loads of people, loads of market participants, lots of money entering the space. We just need to wait. We're at 18. We need to wait till we're at 80, 90, right? And then when we're at 80, 90, that's when you start to, think about, right, okay, let's see where I got in, where it is now. Let's take some money off the table. Half stables, half cryptos. The half of cryptos you can either reinvest, you can set it back into Solana and wait for another opportunity to invest, or you could use whatever money you've made in large profits to buy a large cap, right? That's the only time I will ever recommend buying a large cap crypto. My personal approach is to only invest in large caps if I have got a large amount of money to put in. 10,000, 100,000, that kind of money, right? I ain't going to put $500 into Hyperliquid. That'd just be stupid. Because even if Hyperliquid was to do a 10x, $5,000, big whoop, right? You can make that money much easier with, higher risk, right? So, really, you have the chance to make millions as long as you are doing this. You are speculating in times like this. You are speculating in coins that have fantastic fundamentals, even if they're memes. Memes still have fundamentals, And those fundamentals is really in the community, right? Do the people buy in? Are the people holding through thick and thin? Are they engaging, right? And the project needs to be providing tweets and content, and the community needs to be sticking with it. And then you wait for the altcoin season, and that is where you make the millions. Okay? And just to reiterate, because I may not have reiterated this enough before, the best thing to do is to be taking little amounts of profits. The best thing you can do is act as John Nash would act. Okay? John Nash, father of modern day economics, the Nash principle, which is that the best result comes from everybody in the group doing what's best for themselves and the group. So, when you're making a big multiplier, just take $1,000 off, right? Don't cash the lot. Don't take 50,000. Let's say you've got 50,000. Don't take 50k off the table. Take 1k. Don't let the coin won't suffer if you take 1k off. You still get your profits. Yeah, it won't suffer. The volume will be coming in altcoin season. Then you take another 1k off, in a few hours or maybe the next day. And you just shave off, right? Because I remember when Tits was blowing up, right? I remember this was like one day it was like 30 million. I was like, fuck! Look at that go! I talked about it at 20k, 200k. It's 30 million. What the fuck? And then all of a sudden, 100 million, 200 million. I was like, fuck, what? Now, if at 30 million, I was like, right, okay, that's the 100x made. Let's get rid of the lot. Not only would it hurt the coin, but if I'd have sold it all, and then next day it was a higher price, I got egg on my face. And of course, we know the story. It went up to 500 million, right? So if you just sell it all, not only do you hurt the coin, you hurt yourself more. Because when the money is flowing in, you need to give it time to mature, right? And then you just sell little bits, just sell little chunks. That's good for everybody and it's good for you, right? And everybody wins. Everybody becomes rich. That's the structure. And I like to get into non-Cabal coins. And it's easy to actually find the Cabal coins. Right? The Cabal coins, let me just see if I can... Bear with me 2 seconds. This is a very, very useful tool. And I was shown it by Lindsay, who is the founder of AS. Showed me an awesome tool. I need to find it. You need to see it. Because it's very, very useful. Hold on a minute. Let me find it. So this one. Let me see if this works. Okay, so let's get... Let me find an example. Let's get fuck 9 to 5, right? So let's get the contract address. Go to... I think this is how you do it. Let me just... Right. This will tell you if a coin is a Cabal coin or not, right? Okay, so this is saying chance of a Cabal coin, 0%. 0%. Right? Let me get, what's another example? Let's get Moonbag as an example. Let's get this. Let's have a look and see. You can just check and just see, are coins a Cabal coin? And if it's a Cabal coin, get the fuck out of it, basically, because you are just going to get absolutely rinsed. Right, this is not a Cabal coin. Fine. Wait a minute, it didn't even work. Moonbag. This has gone up massively. Okay, so this isn't a Cabal coin. Fine. Then you're good to make a move. Insider's made 66k. Insider's holding 7k. Right, okay. So, basically, that's what you do. Check if a coin is a Cabal coin. Let me just check that this thing's actually working, okay? Trump is a Cabal coin, isn't it? Actually, Brett's a Cabal coin. Let me see if this is working properly. But this is how you check to make sure you're not going to get completely fucked over. See if it works. Because this is definitely a Cabal coin, as is Trump. I'm going to try that next if this doesn't work. Loading. It's just... I think it doesn't want to work properly. But anyway, you don't want to be getting into a Cabal coin because that is made up. And this is why I'm not... So right now, I'm still having VCs, marketeers, people coming up to me and saying, Suppo, will you cover this coin? We'll give you, I don't know, $50k to cover this coin. I'm like, no. And in fact, to be honest, most people keep on messaging me and saying, bumping, because I'm just not responding. Because what people are trying to do is they're trying to get me to exacerbate the Cabal movement of a particular coin. You know, I get my followers in, they buy the hell out of it, and then they're used as exit liquidity. And I'm no longer doing that. I like to have, not control, but I like to have an element of, being able to, shape the destiny of a particular coin, right? I don't like, people with money that are just looking to rinse the retail investors who are like innocently thinking, they go on the trending page and they're like innocently buying, cryptocurrencies. Oh, this void looks like it could be okay. They're buying it, not realizing it's cabal to hell at that kind of volume. And then they get into it and then next day, probably in a week's time, this will be 7K, right? I do not want to get people. I want to get people into good projects, right? So you will make millions if you make sure you're investing low, all right? Investing low. And I've shown you the metrics. 2.5, 3 million. It's kind of a limit. Get in low and you wait. You wait for altcoin season, and then you have the potential. And I'm not saying altcoins would do this, right? Not all coins will do this. Tits had a great setup. It had me and it had Ionic, right? And by the way, people, Ionic, whenever you see anything regarding Ass, I would say, actually, if you see Ass making a tweet Ionic in it, right? Tag Ionic in it. A lot of people tag me in it. Tag Ionic. Because Ionic, he is a friend of mine, but I think he will listen if a load of people start talking about my coins to him, right? Just make him have that, kind of just put it in his periphery. So that he's like, when he's looking for altcoins and all of a sudden he sees Ass, he's like, oh yeah, a ton of Suppos guys or a ton of people have been, tagging me. I need to check this out, right? Ionic's awesome, right? So just make sure you have him in it. And, and then just wait. And then if you've got the right messaging, the right coin, at the right time, with the right money flow, and you will get this. That is what's going to happen. And I know this because I saw this firsthand, right? And I've seen it many times, plenty of times. Right, okay, so you will be a millionaire as long as you are buying low, you have a Sigma attitude, right? You are not at all perturbed by all the useless shit on Twitter, all the useless, shit posters. You're just zen, right? You're just, yeah, I'm cool. I'm good. I like what I'm holding. Might add more even on the dips. But I like what I'm holding. The coin's active. The coin talks to me. I can see an outside popularity for this. It's not just contained to me. So there's lots of people that say, what do you think of this coin? What do you think of this coin? I think, why are you even asking me about this shit? Right? It doesn't seem like it would talk to anybody. Right? So you have to think, what is the messaging of this coin? What's the mission statement? What's the community? What's the stickiness of the community? This is analysis I'm doing myself. Right? And you're making sure you're investing in those right coins with those right fundamentals. And you just wait until altcoin season, and then you chip off the profits. On the way up, during altcoin season, just chip off the profits. And then that's where you're gonna optimize the exit plan. The other thing is you have got to also, and this is part of Sigma attitude, is you have also got to have an appreciation for narratives you don't give a crap about. Right? So I can tell you this, I hate Deepin. I hate RWA. I hate, I don't know. I can't really think. But anyway, there are certain, DeFi, that's the one I was thinking of. I hate those types of coins. But if there's a narrative, then you've got to be agile and interchangeable, whether you hate it or not, right? And this will be the same with me. If we've got an RWA season, you're not going to have me making YouTube videos about AI and meme coins. I'm going to be making RWA coins because, basically the market demands that. The market wants to make sure, Suppoman, what's a good coin in this narrative, despite the fact you don't like it. And actually, that makes my skills way better. Because then I will say that I don't really like this narrative, RWA. But what's a coin that resonates anyway? House coin. That resonates anyway, right? So this to me is a RWA play that resonates, you know? Now, one could go to Ondo because that's an easy pickings, but you're going to get fuck all in terms of multipliers with Ondo, right? So you've got to be agile. You've got to find the right kinds of coins. In these narratives, you just got to have an appreciation for them. I hate DeFi, but if there's a DeFi season, I've got to cover it. If there's a deep in season, I've got to cover it. And you've got to try and find gems. Even though you hate the narrative, it doesn't talk to you, you've got to find what does talk to you, despite you not liking it. And that's, again, how you become a millionaire. Like, most of my massive multipliers have been across the board. It's been in everything. You know, I remember when Telegram bots was a narrative, and I went, what the fuck is a Telegram bot? I was like, why is this? Right? Because I don't do longing and shorting, and I don't do technical analysis, and I don't care about a lot of things. I like to just do my fundamental analysis, and if something talks to me, it talks to me, right? And I'll look at, you know, kind of sentiment, name, market cap, holders, blah, blah, blah. But these Telegram bots didn't talk to me at first. But then I thought, right, okay, I understand what these Telegram bots are now. It's basically a way for you to just let an automated bot do trading for you, right? And then I found profit bots. And I was like, okay, this looks good. It's like under 1 million market cap. You know, it's meant to, it has tiers as well. So, you know, the more coins you have, you know, the better that it will perform for you, and therefore that equals demand. And I found a coin that made a 168x, despite the fact that a week before I didn't know what a Telegram bot was and didn't even like the narrative. And yet, made a huge multiplier. Satoshi VM, right? He had a Bitcoin narrative, layer 2s, and I was like, what? No. Right? That's what I was thinking initially. And I thought, no, right? Find something. You find something that, although is not what other YouTubers talk about, which are already in the tens of millions or hundreds of millions, find something that's very, very low cap. Satoshi VM, bang. 300x. Right? So, yeah, okay, that ended up being, you know, some form, had some controversies attached to it. But I don't care. Because as long as it makes money, it's good. Right? As long as people aren't hurt. Right? And as far as I was concerned, Satoshi VM was operating in a way that was very, very legit. Right? And I came to realize there were some problems. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't give a shit about that. And in the end, I was out before any of that even happened. So, you've got to be, basically, in short, if I was to do the TLDR, be Sigma, be Z. Right? Just be unmoved to a certain extent. You know, be moved when you're looking at names. You know, you think, yeah, fuck 95, beautiful name. Ass, beautiful aesthetics. You know, Leah, beautiful AI. Right? Great, exciting, wow factor. Right? So you have the emotions about how you feel about a coin, because that will reflect on how others will feel about a coin. Now, it may not, you know, not everybody's like you. You know, not everybody's gonna, you may like O'Malley, which I think is part of shit, but you may like O'Malley, and other people like O'Malley, and they'll be like, okay, I'll buy it, right? So you've got to be zen to the extent that you've got the emotions where it counts. When something talks to you, yeah, I get it. You buy it and you have some conviction. But then you're zen when it comes to, you know, people try to scare you out of the market. Because basically, if people were not scared, then you would never get this, where only the few make money. Like Ionic, I know for a fact. Hopefully nobody will tell him this. Don't tell him this. But Ionic was a massive multi-millionaire from We Love Tits. Right? And now he's living the high life right now. So anyway, and that just goes to show you anybody can do that, because I've known Ionic for a couple of years. And when I first knew him, he had no money. He was a great poster. You know, he's been posting, been doing awesome posts for years. Yeah, I love his posts. Posts are great. When I knew him 2 years ago, he was still doing posts like this, but he didn't have any money, right? And then all of a sudden, one play hit big, one play, he's made for life, right? He is made for life, to be honest. But, you know, when you're a crypto influencer, you can never stop, right? It's a little bit like if you watch Wall Street, and one of the questions is, you know, how much is enough? You know, how many yachts can you water ski behind before enough is enough? It's never enough, right? Because the opportunities are there all the time, and you'd be a moron, you know, if you've got the opportunity to make either 30,000 or zero doing nothing, you're gonna make 30,000. And that's how the crypto market is right now. There's just so many opportunities. You would be, you know, ridiculous not to take, you know, not to kind of optimize that opportunity, right? I don't really know what the point I was making with that is, but you know, you'll never. I guess what I was trying to say is you're never going to stop, even if you hit it big. You know, I know this because I thought I'll make $1 million, I'm out, right? And when I first started in crypto, I had minus $100 in my, well, not when I started, but literally months before I started investing in crypto, I had minus $160 in my account, right? And I was thinking, all I want to do is make 1 million and that's it. Nah, it's never enough, right? You can make 30 million, it's still never enough. You want to make 100. And if you make 100, you want to make 1 billion. And it just never ends, right? I know this for a fact. But what I'm saying is that I want you to be at least on the first step. I want you all to be millionaires. Now, when I say all, I mean you guys watching me. I'm not saying everybody in crypto because that's just not how life works. You know, not everybody can be millionaires. There have to be losers. Crypto's a zero-sum game. For every winner, there's a loser. And I want you guys to be the winners while the others lose. Because someone has to lose. And I'd rather the people that lost were not in Team Suppo. Right? So that's hence why I'm imparting these messages onto you. Right? Because I want to give you the best chance. Because it's what I do. Yeah, everything I've just explained to you is me. Right? And I am one of those very few people who don't put YouTube ads, who don't do referral links, who don't try and say, oh, if you want to use Binance, and even Crypto Coin Bureau does this, and he's the most trustworthy in the space. And even he has, you know, use this Binance code, use this Coinbase code, use Bybit code, use Femex code, whatever, right? BitGet. They all have referrals. I don't have any. And that shows you that I am pure blood. Pure blood. Well, the success I've had in cryptocurrency is all through my own investments. And I can tell you that is why most of these crypto YouTubers are saying, buy Ondo, buy Render, buy Chainlink, because they've made money outside of having to invest. They've been given money by, you know, VCs to pump, marketers to pump, exchanges to shill their referral links. They get money just, you know, given to them, and they just need to make sure they have content so that, you know, they can keep on pushing these referral links. But they're not making money from their actual investments, because how much money can you realistically make from Link, Render, and all that lot? Not a lot. You'll see that in my video I did yesterday. So you just gotta be Zen. Zen Sigma. That's it. And that's why one of my plays is Sigma. It's quite high. And admittedly, I bought when this was much higher, actually. I bought Sigma when it was not this high. I bought Sigma like probably in this region here somewhere, right? Because when it did go up to that high, I had a very, very nice looking wallet. I bought it around here, but yeah, right now it's in the doldrums, kinda. But the point though is very, very simple. Wow, look at that opportunity. If you got in April at 9 mil market cap, ooh, you'd be smiling now. But anyway, I'm not saying buy this, but you just got to be Sigma. Just having a mindset of silent ambition, unmovable, that kind of thing. Right, okay, let's have a look and see what you guys saying. Taz AI, yeah, I mean, and that's another thing, right? So what I tend to notice is when I do a video, people are like, oh, Suppo, you didn't bring up this coin, you didn't bring up that coin, you didn't bring up this. Are you still bullish about it? And I'm like, I can't bring up every coin in every video, right? I've got to be sparing. I've got to, right, okay, if certain coins are relevant to the narrative or relevant to the video, I will cover these specific coins, right? So, you know, if it's an AI-based video, I'm going to likely be covering, you know, Top Hat, Leah, Colin, Aria, Omega, right? If it's memes, then it's going to be Low Cap, Ass, Fuck 9 to 5, All Retire, Suppoman, Millennial. I do that, and everybody's like, oh, Super, you didn't say Kai Ken or something. You didn't say that. Because I can't cover everything. Or Andy. I can't cover everything all the time, because then that would just be overshilling, right? So you got to be sparing. You got to just know when. You got to know when to take your shot, right? Well, as a YouTuber and as an investor, you need to know when to take your shot. You know, there's no point in talking about Giga Chadette when the market is like nursing double-digit losses. Time to talk about Giga Chadette, which you probably can't see right now, is like 688k. Time to talk about that is when there's double-figure gains, triple-figure gains. And then you talk about Giga Chadette and bang, 10x in a day. Right? So anyway. So, yeah, anyway. So what was I talking about? Yeah. So anyway, let's go back to the chat. So Taz AI, yes. I don't know why Taz AI is not in this list, actually. I'm going to have to add it. Because I got Taz about 24k market cap, was it? When I spoke, yes. 24k. What a beauty. That was a steal. That's why you gotta be watching my videos at the point. You gotta be watching my videos. You can never take a day off watching. That's why I only do one a week. It's not difficult for you to keep on top of one a week. I'm doing one every other day or every day. It's harder then. But I like to shoot my shot once a week, and you know, probably a month or two ago, I said, Taz, this is like the lowest price it's been in its history. And like it's had Joe Parry's talk about it. It's had quite a few YouTubers talk about it. At its highs, like up here, I never bought it then. But I was like, right, wait. Some coins that I like, I wait. Just wait and watch. And then one day I look, and it's at the lowest point, and I'm like, bang. And I bought it at the lowest, right? So that's my moon bag. Wish I'd never said that. Right, okay. Crypto Games funding AWR. Look. People want for their favourite YouTubers to love the coins they're in. And they're not going to love it, right? People are saying, oh, Sue, what do you think of... People have said to me, Sue, what do you think of Crypto Games bags? And I've said they're shit, right? So if you say, what do you think of this? And he says it's shit, don't be surprised. Because, you know, we are all entitled... And I'll tell you this, right? If I'm not in... And I don't believe in most of the coins he's spoken about, but... if I was in them and he was pumping, I'd be happy with that, right? And similar for him, if he was in all retire, if he got into that at like 700k when I told him about it, he'd be laughing right now. But he didn't get in, and you know, vice versa. Yeah, he's told me about certain things early, I didn't get in, and you know, and if you're not in, you hate it even more, right? Because if it's doing well right in front of your face and you knew you had a chance to be in it, then of course you're gonna hate it. Right? So, don't care about that. You know, so what? At the end of the day, it's his opinion. I respect, you know, Crypto Gains. He respects me. And, you know, whether he likes my coins or doesn't, or I don't like his coins or do, it doesn't matter. Right? Because at the end of the day, all we want is money. And Crypto Gains is very similar to me in the respect that we want to make money. It's not, we don't care about the name. And, you know, if you put fuck 9 to 5 in front of him, and he says, I don't really like it, or I like it a little bit, but I don't care, I prefer Moonbag. That's cool, it's up to him. And, you know, you've got to respect that as well. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you've got to have conviction in what you're investing in. And that's that. So don't worry about what he's got to say. I don't think Crypto Gains is a farmer as such. Depends on what you mean by farmer. He's certainly not an engagement farmer. He tweets like I tweet. In the sense that he doesn't do those long-form threads and stuff that, you know, engagement farmers do. I actually think that he's a kosher guy. And at the end of the day, he wants to make money. You know, he wants to make money. We all do. We all do. If you can tell me what that's for, I'll think you're a genius. Pure blood. Someone's gonna make meme coins out of my keywords. I dare say. Pure blood. Oh, by the way, people, if I could trouble you, wow, there's quite a few viewers actually. If I could trouble you for a like, I would be very, very grateful. Mate, if you could do one thing to just make me smile, just tap that like. It's free. Oh, it makes me happy though. Is Supra a good coin? Let's take some of your suggestions. Is Supra a good coin? Very low market cap at this. Wait, no, it's not really. 395k. I had a chance to get into Supra at IDO. Let me have a look and see what the IDO price. Supra IDO price. Wow. Wait a minute. ICO drops. Super price, very good. ROI from listing. 0.5. So that means it would have been probably 003. Where does it actually even say? Oh, price on... No, that's not what I want. Can't even see what the IDO price is. How stupid. What is the point of ICO drops? I used to know the founder of ICO drops, funnily enough. Anything here? Price 007, so it's half that price. No, yeah, half. Hold on. Am I getting my maths wrong? Yeah, it's half the price it was. Don't know why I thought I was getting my maths wrong there. So it's half the price it was. And that just goes to show that, you know, I could have got into this, and this was pre my new mindset. My mindset is I am not going to get into big coins anymore. Fucking done with them. Because, you know, given the market how it is right now, what the hell? Suppo said he resigned from IDO. Someone literally wrote this right now? Oh no, like a couple of days ago. How weird! Literally, as I'm talking about this. For him, it's crap. What the fuck? That's brilliant. Look at the synchronicity, the serendipity of that. But anyway, yeah. So look, 55k market cap, 2.5 million. Very, very bad volume profile for the market cap. Oh, this is funny. You know, back when I first spoke with Supra, it was nothing to... Oh, wait a minute. AutoFi. I saw AI for some reason. Oracle. Yeah, I just thought you're just trying to be like... Trying to be like a bit of everything. I just thought it was just trying to be too much. DeFi. Oracles. Well, layer 1 as well. Nodes, so it's deep in as well. It's like, what the fuck are you? And that's why I didn't like it. So I just didn't bother. I was like, just be clear. Be clear. You know? A table is a table. Right? A table is not a fucking chair. Right? So be a fucking table, but don't try and be a table and a chair and the fucking parasol at the same time. Just be one thing. Be simple. Be clear. Right? So that's why I didn't like Supra, and plus I thought it was I thought it was ridiculous valuation. Having said that, where it is right now, if you did like it, it's a better time than ever to get into it, because the lowest price, I think this is kind of near its all-time. Look, it's only 2% more than its all-time low, so it's okay if you like it. I don't like it, and for the reasons I just told you. Aerodrome is going crazy. I don't give a shit. Like, going crazy to me is like 300%. Right? Let's have a look at Aerodrome. Oh, 18%! Oh, God! Oh, I need to go to bed right now and jerk one off. That's so exciting. Who gives a shit? 18%. No one gives a toss. And that market cap, you're never going to get a 300% in a day. So stupid. Thoughts on CFGI, Fear Greed Index? I think that's pretty crap, to be honest, but let's have a look anyway. CFGI. Is that this? 6.2k market cap. What the fuck? Fear and Greed Index. Pretty cool website. Pretty cool website. Do you need a token? I doubt it. So, what's the point? Murad follows great projects. AW1 is one he follows. Yes, it is indeed. Landshare, good RWA. Oh, I came up with a great name the other day, but I can't. Obviously, I can't make my own meme coins, but I came up with a really good one the other day. And funny enough, it was while I was watching House, right? Because I love, of an evening, I like to watch House, right? House MD, you know, by Hugh Laurie. He is, kind of reminds me of me, but for crypto. Tits equals rug pull. No. No, what happened with Tits is you had... I'm not going to tell you what really happened, but let me just tell you this, right? On its way up to its trajectory, there was a lot of deals going on where they were onboarding influencers to talk about it, and it just created a kind of monumental effect. And the fact they had me and they had Ionic, and, you know, we're good names, a lot of people were attracted to this, and they just pumped it up. But then when you have a ton of bigger holders that got in much earlier, once they start dumping, the liquidity is the low liquidity is gonna make the meme coin tank like a bitch. And of course, people were in a rush at the top of 500 million market cap, having bought in the millions, low millions. They're all gonna be in a rush to sell at once, and then bang, just gonna fucking dive, which it did. Look, in literally a couple of days, you know, it went from a massive let me see if market cap's on here. Oh, it is. Yeah, it went from 469 to 2 days later 100. There we are. So that's the problem, and that's what happens when you get influencers into a project. It's fantastic to get it up to this, but once they start taking their money out, oh, they are gonna rinse the fuck out of it very quickly. So be careful. Nash would buy Suppoman. I agree with you. Microcap crypto. What are your thoughts on the Alpha meme coin? I actually invested in a coin called Alpha, but it ended up being a rug pull. Let's have a look and see. I think this is... No, it's not. I was going to say, I think this is the one I actually invested in, but I didn't. I think this is the one I invested in. I think I sold it off, though. I think this is the one I invested in. So I was looking there. Obviously, there was Giga. Then they had Sigma. And I was like, right, we need Alpha. I certainly would never invest in Beta, right? Because I ain't one of those males. But, yeah. It's okay, actually. I quite like it. Finally! But next time, find it before it makes a 68%. Pump.fund, drained a lot of money. Crypto Queen Amy's in the house. Good to see you. By the way, people, if any of you are on TikTok, watch Crypto Queen Amy. I tell you, she does awesome TikToks. She actually makes me want to be a TikToker. Alright, let's have a look and see. Lindsay Smith is in the house. Lindsay Smith is in the house. The founder of Ass. So we have got the best ass in the house right now. That must have sounded tremendously like flirting. Labubu coin, too high up. Why would anybody buy that? So what do you think of Chorus? Well, I think that there needs to be a definitive altcoin season for this to pump. Because when I spoke about it before, this went up to like... I can't even remember. I think it was like 7-8 million. It says here 5 million, which may be accurate. So I think I spoke about it like right here bang, it went right up. Yeah. So it's a case of just making sure you stay on top of the market, because what I do know is that, and I'm still in chorus, not selling my chorus. So what I do know about the music market with AI is that there are more and more players coming in. So chorus just need to stay ahead, and it looks like they are, to be fair. And look, I mean, look, loads of buy sells in the last like minute. That's cool. That's cool. Like it. Passive on Solana. Sounds stupid. I got another great name, but I'm not going to say it on here because somebody will definitely make it. Right? Yee! This one. Nishing. My buddy Stan Crypto covered this, I remember. And this tanked like a bar steward. So Yee's meant to be a Pepe competitor, isn't it? Something like that. Am I right? Yee is a community coin with one mission: to fight Pepe again. Made to honour the iconic meme rivalry we all love. I don't know. What is... Right, okay, so let's have a look at this. The Yee legend. There's something the meme world refuses to talk about. Pepe the Frog stole Yee the Dino's entire launch plan. Okay, right. So... this is just myth, basically. Yee had been preparing his comeback for months, but Pepe launched 2 weeks earlier, hijacking Yee's concept and selling it as his own. The charges: meme theft, intellectual forgery, historical erasure. Why do I not believe that at all? Right? So Pepe was popularized by Donald Trump. So Pepe the Frog always had relevance. I've never fucking heard of Yee the Dino. What the fuck is that? That's not even a thing. So... unless I'm just completely clueless. Oh, look, they're wearing the Suppoman. They're wearing the Suppoman kit. It's gotta be a Suppoman coin now. Jokes. Don't go buying it thinking Suppoman's now. Nah, I ain't feeling this. I kind of like the name, because it's a little bit like, what's his name, isn't it? It's a bit like Kanye. Yee. Like Yeezys. Which I have a pair of, by the by. AI Keck. Sounds stupid, but let's have a look anyway. AI Keck. What the fuck is this? Alpha Keck. Oh, a dumb name. Let's go. Is it on Ethan? What the hell? There's a 5 point. Is it? I like the presentation. Presentation works. Very cool. You know, synth wave or whatever it's called, retro wave kind of look about it. It looks pretty awesome. And then you go to the website, it looks like this. AlphaKeck's an AI lab offering an alternative to big tech. Yak. Ready to use platform Telegram bots for crypto questions. Crypto market analysis. What I like about this though is you get certain benefits for being $100 of AI Keck rather than $100, right? I see some crypto websites or crypto projects where they still charge fiat when they got a fucking token. They're stupid or what? Yee coin mix between Kanye and Pepe. Ah, right, okay. What? Yee. 3.5k. Kanye's new name. There's quite a few. So, kind of a little bit wankered. So you've got a Twitter. Fuck it. Useless. Right, someone give me some good names. Suppoman, $5,000. What would you buy and what amounts? I am not answering. So, I am not I am not a financial advisor. Fuck you, money. I saw that and it was stupid. Does Lindsay have a channel or an X account? Yeah, she does. She does have an X account, actually. Not that I'm stalking. Jokes. So on Ass. Oh, this is what I would say, if you are watching, Lindsay, is if you type in ass, I know you've got like Associated Press, which is stupid, but it needs to be a. I would change the name, but that's my. We love ass on Soul. It doesn't even come up, which is ridiculous. But if you look down, oh look, they've retweeted. So if you look down, you'll probably see. You'll probably see at some point retweeted would be Lindsay's Twitter. At some point, I'm just looking, spending too long looking, aren't I? But yeah, can't remember what it's got. I think it's got Queen, Ask Queen, something like that. I can't remember, but she has, yes. MPX 6900. Oh fucking hell! Brilliant. MPX 6900. Oh, it's not a joke. This was actually once upon a time, so it's fucking hell. So this was like 2.5 million at one point back in November. Must have been when Murad first spoke about it. Let's have a gander. MPX, so stupid, man. It's protected. Why the fuck would they do that? I'm taking it they have a live Telegram. 99 people. All of a sudden, this is pumping. MPX 69. That's fucking hilarious. What do you think of Invino? Sounds stupid. Like, from now on, I'm going to look at coins that actually, like, talk to me a little bit. Like, they've got a good name. Let's have a look. What have you guys got for me? Bring it on! Check out Ren. Yeah, I think I saw this. Meme coin. The meme coin fighting rent. The only way to fight rising rent is by buying rent. It's a cool name. Rent. I love it. Go from paying rent to collecting rent. Landlords are against us. They literally don't want us to win. Flip the script on landlords and buy rent. I do like that. That's cool. What's the calculator? Let's have a look at this. Oh, man. Awesome. Great thinking. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. I like that. Sexy lady. Ooh, sexy lady. GLQ. Is that GraphLink? Like, come on, man. Like, enter 2025. We're not in 2019 anymore. GraphLink. Fucking hell. That is just the ultimate facepalm. Totally, no. Come on, man. And woo, stupid. Boys on Base. Done about 1,000 times. Come on, give me some names. Give me some sugar. Mr. Get your girl. Lindsay, don't rug on us. She won't. That's it. Crypto blonding. That's Lindsay's thingy. POS pays dividends from transaction fees. POS. Is that the passive? Oh, that's what was meant by passive on Solana then. Passive income on Solana. Is that what it is? Oh no, POS. That's this one. Yeah, I got into one lately. It was called Bitcoin Printer. And that ended up being a fucking rug. So I'm never going to get into one of these again. Revolutionary dual tone. Create an infinite loop of passive income. Passive income on Solana. Hold POS. Buy and earn POSR. Blah, 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 blah. Sounds like shit. See ya. Pepe Unchained. Stupid pre-sale crap. Every coin. Every coin. Every coin. I'm every coin. It's all in alts. So I've just come up with a jingle for them. Cool implementation. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. Look, they've got Dog Whiff, Pepe. Don't know what that's going to be. Is that going to be Brett? Cool implementation. We've channeled the power of every coin to make every coin. Great stuff. I love these meme coins, guys. Yes. Give me more. Give me more. I like it. It's pretty cool. Selfie dog sounds stupid. Nakago. Nakago. Sounds dumb. Simple, spoken about that. Let's have a look at this toilet dust. Someone said, ooh, this coin on Suey. Suey! Toilet dust. So stupid, man. How's a shit coin like this? Toilet dust. But I guess it's kind of lending its name to, like, fart coin, right? It's just, like, trying to be absurd. Like, if you say to somebody, I own toilet dust, and you're like, what the fuck? And, of course, Suey is the water chain, so it kind of suits, right? Toilet dust was born... I don't like toilet dust. I do like toilet. Toilet is very shock value, isn't it? Not very nice. It doesn't... I don't think... It doesn't conjure up a nice image. Like ass. That conjures up a nice image, but toilet does not. While we embrace the mess, our mission goes beyond the flush. Oh my god. Well, I tell you this. At 2.3 million market cap, they can go fuck off, is what I would say. Shag it! The fuck? Shag it. Is this a joke? Oh, it's not there. That would have been hilarious. Cat with mask, stupid. I already said that's stupid. Why bring it up again? I don't get it. It makes me think of germs. Yes. It makes me think of, like, you know, being a toilet cleaner or something. It just feels disgusting. It's got a very disgusting feel about it. Debt coin. Now we're seeing some sexy stuff here. Student debt coin. Even better. Oh, I like that. Oh, man. Are they rugged? Yeah, they rugged. Shame. Student debt coin. That's pretty cool. But debt coin is also awesome. You know, because everybody kind of wants to be debt free. I don't like the branding. Branding looks stupid. Oh, yeah. Can't look on pump.fun. And they haven't updated it, so... Nah, these guys are... Nah, they killed it. Prompt? Nah, stupid. Saw that. Shit. Fuck you, money. Shit. Zeus on ETH? Nah. Wait a minute. Hold on, actually. Zeus... Which one is that? Is that the one... Is that the Cabal one? Because if so... Just why? This one? 15.4 mil? Or this one? Y colorín colorado. Rusty, so stupid. Poop cat. Poop cat. Let's have a look. Well, why not? Poop cat. Oh no! Oh look! Look at his little face. I came up 4 hours ago. You see, what I've noticed about all this, a lot of meme coins, is that they kind of use like ChatGPT to create their artwork, and it's just so lazy, and just does not deserve to pump. But if you've got a good idea, maybe sometimes I'll let it go. Bomber Club! Really? Is there one called that? This is all like London speak. Bomber, Rust clap. Pussy blood clap. Brilliant. Crypto Phone GGS. What's up, Super? Just got off from work. Cool. Cool. Used car. Nah. Dorky. Why used car? That's stupid. Why do you get a used car coin? That makes no sense at all. Come on. Don't lose momentum, people. Some of you came up with some great ones. So come on. I think probably my favourite so far is I took you to a sandwich bar in Soho where you made me pay the rent. I do like this one. This one I am a fan of. Hold on. Here's Skiwiff. Yeah, it's better. Better side profile. Fine shite. I like it. Can you check Kobe? No, because I hate that Kobe guy who's on X. Him. Let me have a look at him. I've noticed people have said a couple of times, oh, Super, you are him. Let's have a gander. So this one's went up to 2.2 mil market cap, so it's 10x down. I am him. You know what? Cool website. Cool website. Like it. You're him, not by luck, but by legacy. No one's solving it for you. It's on you. Future rests on your discipline. Cool! Yeah, this is cool. I like it. I like it. Makes sense to me, that one. See, this is what I mean. Right? But if it was like 50k market cap, probably would go for it. But I'm not. I don't think I'd go for it at that market cap. How many holders? 2,200. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Thoughts on sync? Sounds dumb. Milk? No. Paper? No. Dolan Duck? No. Stupid. Check GPU. Why? Isn't GPU... Oh, it's GPU Node AI. Oh, GPU Net. What? GPU Net is 1.1 mil. I can't be. Hold on. Let me have a look. GPU Net. Did I invest in this one? I feel like I did. I made a load of stupid decisions. Which is to invest in... No, it's not there. It would be on CoinMarketCap if it was officially launched, surely. But, yeah, I think I did invest in this. Not in this, but the real GPU Net. That's just a fake one, I think. Grand Theft America. Swear. What a cock, man. Yeah, if you can tell me who said... Oh, man. Hold on. Let me have a look at that guy. Alex Becker. He says it at some point in there.
As you know.
Oh, fuck off.
Excuse me a sec, can I have a moment of your time, please?
Fuck you, lads.
Okay, wonderful. Have you had a car on PCP or HP?
Yeah, fuck you.
As you know, on this channel, we don't know how to pronounce sway. Whenever I say the word sway, I picture a Frenchman smoking a cigarette and just being like, yeah, it's fair today. And that's how I picture it. So that's how we're going to say it. Sway! That's the point. That's the name of it.
Oh, man, he's fucking hilarious. You gotta hand it to Alex Becker. He's got me saying Sui like totally differently now. Oh, Zeus on ETH is the golden logo. Right, okay. I guess sometimes spamming me does help. Now 15 million, come on. Why the fuck would I look at that? Arab cat. This I've got to see. No, no such thing. Would you invest in every coin? Probably not, to be honest. I do like their implementation, but I don't really like it though. Google woo pig sue. Oh man, that's hilarious. Mrs. Miggles. Nah, stupid. Right, I'm going to make a move in 2 secs because I'm now bordering on overly long live stream, which therefore means that nobody will watch the thing back because there's just too many bloody minutes to watch. That is a great thumbnail. My thumbnail game is really killing it right now. Botify, too high. I take your advice, you're the king. Thank you very much, Auto Marlo. Take the money, Marlo. Now, I'm not going to look at paper. Paper looks stupid. Sounds stupid. But I do like some of what's come up today. I do like some of what's come up. I like this hymn one. That's pretty cool. And I do like Rent. Rent's cool. I like it because it's kind of RWA-y. Yeah. Gone up 13% in the last 5 minutes. Load of buyers, load of buyers. You're all trying to front run me, aren't you? That's what your game is. Let's get in there so that Suppo has to buy higher. Yeah, I think I'm going to make a move now, people. Unless the more stupid the... Yeah, but that's not stupid in the right way. It's just stupid generally. Slap is a scam coin. Aero crud. Mixie fuck coin. Moochie is Brian Armstrong's other cat, really? I didn't actually know that. 10.8 mil. Is this new? Oh no, it's over a year old. So many meme coins now, aren't there? And you wonder why something like this would only be 10 million market cap. And I do think that that's a good market cap. I wonder if Bald is still around. Is that even still a meme coin? 15.8 mil? What the fuck? They've completely... There's no website or anything though, is there? Twitter. This was like the first meme coin on base, wasn't it? I remember when this came out. I really wanted to buy it. I can't believe it's still here, to be fair. That's pretty awesome. GemXBT covered it before. Super glad my ass caught you live. I am as well. I am as well. I love it when you get a founder in here. It's so cool. A founder that kind of mixes with the community that are also ass hodlers. That's so cool. So thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule, Lindsay. I appreciate that. COD, Call of Degen. Call of Degen. That sounds stupid. Too much. Too many words. I just want something very, very small. Like rent! It's going to have 330x by tomorrow, isn't it? Don't. Just sell it. Guys, just sell it. 4,000 hodlers. Let's have a gander at the hodlers. They've got over 40 with 1k at least. Which is okay for a coin of this size. So it seems quite decentralized at this point. Hmm. 3 days ago. It kind of looks like it's been pumped and dumped. Can't really tell. But this guy has really rinsed the fuck out of this. Clout. Clout's not a bad name, actually. Clout! Let's see the implementation, though. That looks stupid. What? What the fuck? This is cool. I gotta admit, I kind of like these Twitter communities that you can create now. That's pretty awesome. That's a good innovation, that. Elon is a genius. Gorth, stupid, Suefe. Suefe! What about Pepe's wife? Stupid. Right, okay, people. Oh, hold on. UFC and altcoin Gordon shill him. Shill him. Itibar. Shill. What do they shill? I don't like altcoin Gordon. That guy is an A-class wanker. One unbelievable winker. My G, second coin for you is Giga Dad! Oh, man. See, look! You can see by my reaction, right? This is what people will think when you tell them about... When people ask you what's in your portfolio and you say, I've got this. And people laugh, you're on the right track. Giga Dad! Fucking great. Great. Giga Dad is what happens when testosterone meets tech. He's Giga Chad's father, mentor, raised on steak, forged in bull runs. Great lines. Great lines. Only problem is the figure. Although it looks kind of like me, so I kind of see... It does look a lot like me. Yeah, look, check out that bad boy. But, yeah. Yeah, it seems pretty cool. Kind of like that. Giga Dad! Brilliant. Giga Dad. Super. I really appreciate your honest view of what's happening out there in crypto. Greatly appreciated. I appreciate that, Paul. I appreciate that. And I like to impart when I can to help you because it's a mindset thing. I can tell you that right now. If you haven't got Ronnie Pickering, there's no such thing. I know Ronnie Pickering. I don't think Yanks will, but you know, certainly Brits know Ronnie Pickering. Ronnie Pickering! We love you, Super. Thank you very much, Amy. Arcadia OS. I think I saw Crypto Gains talked about this one, didn't he? Arcadia OS. 1 mil. It just popped. Okay, what? How was a coin like this? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I remember seeing this. Text 3D, image 3D, text texture. That's pretty cool. So apparently, you can... Unleashing the power of AI to empower game studios and developers with cutting edge tools for generating 3D assets. So this is basically a neural AI kind of thing. Explore games and interactive experiences created by a community. Oh yeah, I've got to add one on here so I don't forget it. Because I've noticed I haven't spoken about this coin. And I really like this coin. So, meme, what the fuck. This is a powerhouse project. If there is a gaming season, oh, this'll do a tits. This'll do a tits. No joke. These guys are fucking unbelievable. This is a future $100 million coin. And I can tell you that with almost near certainty, not financial advice. But, Nakamoto Games. This went to like, what did this go up to? Like $1 billion or something? No, oh, was that it? 250 million. Yeah, this shitcoin, to be honest. I am not a Nakamoto Games fan. I know that they may find that very disrespectful. But back when I first saw this, they had really, really simplistic games, right? And Nakamoto Games went to 250k market cap. And let me tell you this, memes, what the fuck, is a killer, right? This absolutely shits all over Nakamoto Games. Last of... Brilliant. I saw Crypto Games playing this one. This is gold. This is the most golden meme game. This is the most golden gaming project I've ever seen. And I mean, I've seen them all. This is a beauty. And I sold quite a bit when in its recent run, and I want to buy it back now that the price has gone down, because it's magnificent. Honestly, great stuff. And this is pages and pages and pages of games. The US brilliant. Is that it? We gone to the end? That's weird. But anyway, yeah, really, really amazing project. And I've played these games, and they are simple. Great simple to play games. Great stuff, honestly. So yeah, so these guys I've now added to my watch list, and I will add them to more videos moving forward. But if there's a gaming season, this will absolutely rock it. This will piss over anything. Like, I'm thinking Mavia, and I love Mavia. Gunzilla, like, it's obviously not as good as Gunzilla in terms of quality, because we're comparing, you know, your average game compilation, you know, disc to like Call of Duty, the latest one. I'm not a Call of Duty fan, so I don't know. So, yeah, the delta between the quality of the two is gigantic. But having said that, the multiplier potential of this versus Guns is got a huge delta as well. This is going to do way better than Guns. Right, hold on. Let me just put someone in timeout, because I am sick of certain Salaxy dumb pre-sale shit. Harry Supo's in the house. God, we've got an all-stars in here today. Good to see you, my boy. The Eid sheep. Don't think so. Right, okay, people. I think it's becoming late, and people are now tailing off, so I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. So, people, basically, long and short of it is just forget about the red. Who cares, right? I know for a fact there's going to be some of you out there that on a red day, you're going to be like, oh, I wish I sold yesterday, right? Oh, I had the perfect price yesterday, and I should have sold then, right? Don't think like that, right? How to think is, fuck it, red day, tomorrow will probably be a green day, next day could be a red day, the next day could be a green day, and so on and so on and so on. No one gives a shit about the day-to-day. The day-to-day does not matter. Remember, I have been around since before the record began on here, right? I've been doing videos since 2017. March 2017. And this begins April 2017, right? So look, I have been around a long time, and I can tell you all you need is to hold really good fundamental coins, whatever the narrative, but ideally, in the narrative that is trendy right now, you just hold them until the altcoin season comes. Now, what I will say is that the coins that I've been talking about, you know, these coins, they have evergreen appeal. Like, for instance, the market was down yesterday, and the coins I was talking about was soaring. Now, yes, maybe they've come down today, whatever, but the relevance of it is right now. They're kind of trendy and you know, current right now. So just imagine how it will be when the money comes in. So I think with meme coins, they're an exception to the rule. If you're chasing narratives such as DeFi, DePIN, RWA, Bitcoin layer 2s or Bitcoin-based projects, things of that ilk, right? If you're chasing those more minor plays, you've got to wait for the season. And gaming as well. You've got to wait for the season to come. And then you invest. You invest right at the beginning of the season. And people say, you know, Suppoman, how do you know what narrative? You don't know. All right, stop asking me that. You don't know what the narrative's going to be. So there's just no point asking that, right? The narrative is typically, other than meme coin and AI, which is a narrative going on right now in the mainstream world, and memes are always relevant because memes on Twitter are always relevant. You know, you're always going to have a use case for a good meme, right? So memes are always relevant. AI is currently very relevant. The rest of them will be inspired by some kind of world event. So let's say, for instance, Meta was to have incredible, report earnings, right? Or, earnings report. And all of a sudden, Meta, and then games might pop off. So it's typically something mainstream orientated that will make the cryptos within the narrative pop off, right? So if Facebook had not rebranded to Meta late 2021, you would never have had a metaverse season. You never would have had 100x on Decentraland. That would have just done nothing. Would have been flatline, right? So you have to wait for whatever world event or something that inspires the narrative, and then you will get the money flow, and then you invest in the low caps and see what can happen during altcoin season. But at this point, memes are the better play, particularly the memes I've spoken about, but only because you've got constant activity happening with those. You can't guarantee that with all memes. Let me just have a quick look at Rent and just have a look and see if they are presently posting. Okay, yeah, they had a post an hour ago, so that's cool. I mean, admittedly, it's a ChatGPT post, but even still, like it. But you can't guarantee that with, coins out there right now, that they are going to be always posting, because eventually they just kind of just stop, right? And then bang, it just goes to shit. So you need to pick good memes, ones that have been around for a while, and they're constantly posting, come rain or shine, bad day, good day, whatever. And then you just wait for altcoin season. That is the trick, right? And the thing is you're probably saying, Super, that's too easy a tactic, right? It can't be that easy. Yes, it can. And I'll tell you why. Because a lot of the people in the market, the whales, the news pieces coming out of crypto outlets, crypto influencers, they're all trying to shake you out. They're all, sell now. Red all over their thumbnail. Sell now. It's going to get worse. All this stuff kicks people out, right? So people are not zen. People are very emotionally charged by, kind of thumbnails like that. And then they will sell, and then they'll miss out. They will not be holding at the point we hit an altcoin season. And by the way, when I say altcoin season, that does not mean every single alt will outperform Bitcoin and every single alt will go up, or should I say get multipliers. All it means is alts generally are outperforming Bitcoin, but the strongest narratives will be producing the biggest multipliers in altcoin season. So you have to be very careful. There's narrative seasons that exist. You're not going to see Bitcoin season, the narrative season, because that doesn't make sense for a site like this. But altcoin season does implicitly mean narrative season. So when money is pumping into altcoins, certain narratives are going to be outperforming the shitter narratives, if you know what I mean. And that's all you need to know. Good to see you, Sammy. G-Man, Mega Advice, Suppo, thank you very much. Michael S, good to see you, Suppoman. Thank you for the gains so far. Glad to be part of your All Buys group. Not a problem. Right, people, thank you very much for being here. I hope that you learned a lot, and at the same time, hope that on a red day like this gave you a source of inspiration. And I shall be seeing you in my next video. Have a great evening, and period between now and when I see you. You've been awesome. I have been Le Suppoman, and I'll see you next time. It's lights out, all out.